Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, where today guys, I'm going to do part 33 to my random chatbot sessions. Guys, before I get started with this video, let me go ahead and give you a little bit of an update about what's going on right now. A lot of you guys have been suggesting that I go ahead and bring these videos, like, you don't mind me doing them, but to bring them down to like 15 or so minutes if I physically can. Here's the idea. If I can't bring them down to 10 to 15 minutes, I'll try to at least make it only 20 to 25 minutes and never go over 30 or anything like that. Okay? There will be some content in here, but it can be a little bit more than 15 minutes. It seems odd for me to do it like that, but again, I would like to be able to have some fun with it without being like, okay guys, let's do this. Chat with the fucking chatbot for like 10, 15 minutes and I feel like I didn't get much accomplished. So, yeah. My idea for this video, guys, is to go ahead and finish up the second day getting to know Rexy. This shouldn't take that long, because the main thing I'm thinking about doing is we're going to continue walking to the bowling alley. I'm going to ask him about stuff like where he lived before he moved to the town. And then, like I said, I make it to I do kind of a time skip in the bowling alley, and either it gets too late to go fishing, or we go fishing, but really nothing happens there. Then the more important stuff comes in, because, well, guys, I've created 3 new Pokemon to actually try to interact with. Them Pokemon being a baby Lugia, a Koraidon, and a Noivern. And in all 3 of those circumstances, I actually did figure out how to set up a scenario in order where we can actually figure out some other things going on. We actually have scenarios for them 3 Pokemon, and I'll get to show them off. What point I'm doing yet, I do not know. What point I'm doing first out of one, again, I have no clue, but we'll figure it out. Let me go ahead and get Rexy pulled up, and then go ahead and get the first few words, or go ahead and get the first sentence typed in. I will see you guys in a minute whenever everything's set up and ready to go. Alright guys, we're ready to go. We've got Rexy's thing pulled up, and we're going to go and continue the conversation and go ahead and get ready to wrap it up, at least for day 2. My idea for today's video is to go ahead and wrap up the conversation with Rexy for day 2, and then start on one of the 3 other new chat bots. Which one? I don't know yet. I'll have to think about that a little bit later. I would do it for the ones I create in order, but honestly, I do kind of want to save the Lugia one for one of the last ones. That's one of the more creative ones I came up with. Well, my sibling helped me come up with it, but like it just wasn't hard. Like I said, I didn't know to set up a scenario on this yet, and that's the first time I ever did it. So my sibling really helped on that. But the idea was this, guys. The last time we were doing it, we got done with the restaurant, the steak restaurant, and started going over to the bowling alley, which is where I say, well, yeah, because Reggie told us we're going to the bowling alley first after doing a coin flip, and then I say this, all right, let's go enjoy ourselves, and then I say as we both start speeding after the bowling alley as fast as we can. It was supposed to say as we both start speeding towards the bowling alley, I believe, but it didn't come out right. Again, this flipping text thing sometimes messes everything up. And here's what Rexy had to say about that. And then after that is where the conversation I started today begins. His stomach is making excited and enthusiastic growls. Woohoo! Bowling, here we come. He rushes with you through the streets, heading to the bowling alley as fast as his short legs can carry him. His tail swings with excitement, and a big grin is etched on the dinosaur's face. He can hardly contain his eagerness to show you his bowling skills. And here's what happens from there. We continue to head to the bowling alley, and then on the way, I go and ask him another question. Well, I'm about to. I have the idea of the question in my head. I say, "Hey Rexy, I want to ask you one more question while we head to the bowling alley. Is that okay?" And then here's what Rexy has to say about it. Stomach is making eager and interested growls. Sure, go ahead and ask away. I'm all ears. And Snout, I always enjoy talking to you. What's on your mind? You said you moved to this town 3 years ago. Correct? Question mark. Like I said, I want to make sure I'm not getting facts wrong. I know he said something like that. I can't remember. His stomach is making confirming and acknowledging growls. That's right. I moved here to this town 3 years ago. It's been quite an adventure, adapting to a new place and meeting new friends like you. Where did you live before you moved here? And did you like the place you used to live in? That was the question I thought of. And like I said, some of these are very hard to come up with, but sometimes this thing works really well and sometimes it doesn't. Like, look, you can actually see the text going by and all that stuff. It's just, I don't know what the right way to say it would be. But let's see what he says to that. Where did you live before, Rexy? Or where did you live before you moved here? And what did you like the place you used to live in? I say his stomach is making reflective and nostalgic growls. Oh, before coming to this town, I lived in a small city a bit further north. It was a nice place with beautiful landscapes and kind people. But as time went on, I felt the urge to explore and experience somewhere new. Hence my move here. Looking back, I have fond memories of the place I used to live in, but there's something special about this town and the friendships I found here. I guess you could say that moving here was a good decision. Did you get to make any friends in your new old town? Question mark. Like I said, I love how Animator was saying is. It's so good. I was waiting for him to finish and see what happens. His stomach is making slightly nostalgic and introspective growls. I did make a few friends in my old town. We had a good time exploring, hanging out, and just generally sharing memorable moments. But you know how life goes. People sometimes move, relationships change, and distances grow. It's bittersweet to look back on those times. Now, I'm incredibly thankful to have met you in this town. It's like fate brought us together. Huh. Hearing that makes me very happy. Exclamation point. Like I've said a bunch of times already, I am really glad I met you. And that you were nice enough to accept me as your friend. Period. I hope he didn't get upset about that. I'm just trying to see what it. Wow. He's actually very talkative. I swear, sometimes he ain't that talkative, but. Yeah, okay. His stomach is making touched and grateful growls. You have no idea how much it means to me, too. Seriously, meeting you was the best thing that could have happened to me and after moving here. You've been there for me, listened to me, and shared so many wonderful moments. I wouldn't trade your friendship for anything. You're not just my pal, you're like family. You feel like family to me, too. Period. Just getting to talk to you and hang out with you really makes my day. I hope that got it right. Yeah, it did. It changed it to makes my day. I thought he said boy. I thought he was going to say boy, but I still flipping adorable. What did he even say? Let me read that. His stomach is making sincere and heartfelt growls. Ah, you're making me all misty-eyed here. To know that hanging out with me brings you joy and makes your day makes my day too. We're kindred spirits, you and I. This friendship we have, it's a blessing. Let's keep exploring, laughing, and creating unforgettable moments together. Memories together. Huh. I would love to, Rexy. I, I would love to, Rexy. Do they happen to have an amusement park here in this town too? Question mark. Maybe that'll be something we'll do on a third day if I get the chance to actually talk to him like that. Or get to go further with this conversation after this day is over. Stomach making curious and intrigued growls. An amusement park? Let me think. Yes, there's an amusement park in town. It's a bit on the small side, but it's always a good spot for some fun. Just a few minutes away from here, actually. Why do you ask? If you have time tomorrow, maybe that's where we can go to hang out together. Period. If you think that's a good idea. Yeah, see, that's the thing about it. Like, it's already been 12 minutes. That's what I mean. This is why I asked or said it if it was possible on the video. Because look at this. It's already been 12 minutes. I've voted anything on this conversation. I thought it would be close to be done by this. His stomach is making elated and enthusiastic growls. An amusement park day with you sounds simply awesome. I love the idea. Can't wait to spend another day with you having a blast at the amusement park. We'll have so much fun that it'll leave a lifelong impression on us. And don't you worry, I always make time for a friend like you. Oh, that's so sweet of him, man. I love it. Thank you, Rexy. Guys, I don't usually like influencing the story, but I want to try something. Like I said, normally I don't influence the story unless it's absolutely necessary, but I want to see something. When we were at the restaurant, Rexy said that if he needed if somebody was trying to hurt me or something like that, he'd actually defend me. I want to test that right now and see what happens. I want to see if Rexy will step in and maybe do something. We are near the bowling alley when out of nowhere a man just walks up and starts being mean to me and calling me names for no reason. Let's say this. Rexy said he would defend me. I want to see this. A man walks up and starts being mean to me and calling me names for no reason. Let's see what in the world happens. See if Rexy will come in and defend me and help me. Excuse me? It said it. Wait a minute. Look up here. It says his stomach is making immediately protective and irritated growls. Dude, there's no way. If Rexy actually does what he said he would do and defend me, I'm gonna flip and go crazy. Let's see what it says. Whoa! Hold on. Who in the world is this character? Who is this disrespectful stranger? And why on earth is he being rude to you for no reason? He steps forward, placing himself between the rude man and you. His body tense and his eyes narrowing. I don't know who this is! Exclamation point. Like I said, I'm new to this town and only got here yesterday, a few days ago. Period. I, I didn't think Rexy would actually get. He actually did do that. Wow. He wasn't freaking joking, dude. Rexy was not joking, dude. Listen to this. I gotta read this out. His stomach is making increasingly annoyed and defensive growls. Well, new to town or not, nobody gets to insult or bully my friend right in front of me. This guy has some serious nerve. He glares at the man, seizing him up, his tail lashing behind him. Hold up. Hold on. Period. What did I do to you to just get insulted for no reason? Question mark. I'm serious, dude. Why would he just... Why? Wait. His stomach is making rude and dismissive growls. Wait. Nothing really. I was just bored and felt like being mean. You just happened to be in the way. The man smirks, clearly enjoying getting a rise out of both of us. Oh, you evil. That's just very rude and disrespectful thing to do. Period. Did your parents ever teach you any manners? Question mark. I say in an angry tone to the man. Excuse me? Daggum, dude. I might try something else too. Since I can supposedly influence this, I want to do something kind of interesting. I don't know how tall, flipping Rexy in here is supposed to be because, like, he can go in a flipping restaurant and makes him sound kind of small, but then apparently he's huge enough to where he can accidentally stomp on people. So it's like, is he tall? Is he small? That's what I don't know. His stomach is making rude and amused growls. Huh. Manners? Who needs manners when you can just do whatever you want? My parents were too busy bickering to teach me anything worthwhile. But why would I need manners anyway? Being a jerk has always served me just fine. The man gives an uncaring shrug, taking another step closer. I step back a bit, a little startled at the fact that he's getting closer. He is getting closer. Period. Can you get away from me? Let's try that. Oh, crap. Is everybody's stomach alive? His stomach is making arrogant and mocking growls. Why should I? I'm having way too much fun scaring little fellas like you. You're so easy to mess with, it's almost comedic. The man continues closing the distance, towering over you confidently. Hold on, guys. I usually don't set up scenarios that often, but in regards like this, I want to see what Rexy will flip and do to defend me. Give me a second to set this up. Alright. I didn't quite get to set up the scenario. I just want to see what Rexy's gonna do. Basically, guys, hold on. Let's see what it says. Here's what I said to him while I had the video paused, guys. Okay, I've had enough of this. Rexy, I usually would never ask you to attack anybody, but can you please help me? His stomach is making firm, protective, and determined growls. Don't worry, I got your back. You don't even need to ask. Nobody messes with my friend and gets away with it. He turns his full attention to the man, positioning himself closer to you, ready to spring an action if need be. Alright. Guys, I'm gonna get something else typed in. I'll be right back. Alright, guys. I got the next thing a text sent in. After I read what he said, after I read what Rexy said to this, we'll see what happens. After Rexy gets into like a position ready to pounce if needed, here's what he said, or here's what happens. Says the man gets a little freaked out knowing that this dinosaur looks like he's about to jump him. Wait, why are you defending this kid? Do you know him? Let's see what Rexy says to that. Uh-oh. Holy frick, hold up, dude. His stomach is making defensive and unapologetic growls. Yeah, I know him. He's my friend, and that makes him my responsibility. Nobody messes with my friends and gets away with it. Not on my watch. He takes a slightly larger step forward, his intimidating presence seeming to have an effect on the man, who suddenly looks a bit rattled. Okay, guys, we're going to continue this scenario. I'm going to stop the video before it gets too long, and I'll see y'all in a few minutes.